Tonight, we will be discussing a Christmas classic in lieu of the holiday season. A Christmas Carol. Now, when Ebenezer Scrooge gets home from a long day's work, all he wants to do is rest, but he can't. In his den is the ghost of his business partner, Bob Marley. Tonight, you will be visited by 3 ghosts. By 3 ghosts! Yes, by 3 ghosts. They're scary. And for some reason, this didn't scare Ebenezer Scrooge, and Ebenezer Scrooge went to sleep anyway. In England, they're okay with ghosts, unlike Americans. At the stroke of midnight, Ebenezer Scrooge wakes up. Who's there? Because he can see somebody moving through the darkness. The ghost of Christmas past. I'm here to show you your past. Hence his name. They flew out the window. And through time, in which Ebenezer Scrooge saw himself as a child and in love with a young woman, he said, "Why are you showing me these things? I don't like to be depressed. I just wanted to sleep. That's what we do. We're spirits. Why don't you come and grab a drink with me?" "No, I don't want to. You're a depressing friend." Threw off the sheets and he was scared. He thought maybe it was just a dream. And he turned over and he noticed a giant was in his room. "What are you doing in my room, giant?"
I'm the ghost of Christmas present. How are you doing?
"Like, pretty good, except for the fact that I have no clue how you got in my room." And the ghost of Christmas present had a beard much like mine, long hair, and a robe that had 2 little children hanging onto it, which was kind of weird for the ghost of Christmas present to just be hanging out with children under his robe. And he takes him over to his old employee's house, who he had fired just that morning, Bob Cratchit. "So what is this? Why are you showing me Bob Cratchit's family? They're all poor."
That's the point. There's a moral to be learned here.
And he looks and he sees one small kid. His name was Tiny Tim. Bob Cratchit was drunk when he named him that. And who's that little boy?
That is Bob Cratchit's son, Tiny Tim.
Oh, I didn't know he had children. And then Ebenezer Scrooge woke up in his bed again, because the ghost of Christmas present really didn't have anything to show him. He turned over in bed and thought there was death by his bed. "Oh my God, no, are you death? Why are you here to take me?" Because he saw the long robe and the darkened hood, and he couldn't make out a face.
No, I am not death. I am the ghost of Christmas future.
Because he was wearing the exact same clothes. "Well, I just want to get to sleep." And he reached out a bony hand because he was also a skeleton, just like death. And in the future, England was even darker and robots. And they were crushing skulls, human skulls. And why did you take me here? This is...
Look where my finger points.
Right then, lightning crackled. And he made out the name on the tombstone and it said Tiny Tim. Oh, that boy died. Okay. The ghost of Christmas future said,
"Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to point to the adjacent tombstone."
Lightning crackled again, because it was sort of like he was in control of the lightning. It said, "Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh my God, it's my own tombstone. Why are you showing me my own tombstone?"
"Teach you a lesson."
"Wow, I lived to the age of 62. That's pretty impressive by today's standards."
"Yes, it is, but still."
He realized he was rich, but he was buried next to Tiny Tim. He did not get buried in the cemetery on the top of the hill. Woke up in the morning and under his sheets and he was sweating like it was a wet dream. And he was naked because he looks out the window and says, "Young boy, what time is it?" It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And he ran out to his friend Bill's house, who owned the graveyard up on the top of the hill. And he put all of his money in towards buying himself a plot of land at the top of the hill, so that way when he died, he could get buried with the other rich folk and not be buried with the working class. Thank you.